how does it, let's define it a little bit, right? How do you think racism shows up, in the workplace? And we're specifically talking about nonprofits and fundraising.
Yeah. Well, to really, make sure we're talking, like, racism is more of the ideology that drives the systemic marginalizations of people of color and people of the global majority, in that way too. Like, it's the ideology that reinforces that too as well. And the ideology that comes with access to power too as well. And I name that too because you can't be racist against white people because white people got the power when it comes to that ideology. It's really mixed with the power dynamics in there. And there's many ways that it shows up too. I link a lot of it to colonialism. That's actually what my doctoral work will be on, is how colonialism is impacting and shaping the nonprofit space, because then we see we ask the questions, who do we value, as well. So when we're thinking about fundraisers, who do we think is the best type of philanthropist there? And obviously those image are white people, or access to white people, in that sense too as well. It's the type of systems that we create too to organize power structures in that way too. I think of our boards, for example, we prioritize people with wealth or access to wealth too, and then we give them more power and opportunities and positions on the board because we think that access to power and wealth equates to intelligence, status, expertise, when we know that's not the case too, as well, in that way. And then just how we treat people too, what we think of professional is often rooted in some form of racism. I don't even like to use the word, what is professional? I'd rather say inclusive or respectful communication agreements. But, if you call someone professional, it's usually rooted in some whiteness too. Or what skills we even value in the workplace. Like, we tone down skills that are more compassionate, soft skills, empathetic, because they're often not only associated with racial minorities, but also associated with women. So the misogynoir that exists in that place too, where we criticize leaders for being compassionate when they're actually more intentional compared to, but we're accepting of people's feelings and emotions if they're angry or tough, and that seems as strength and stuff like that too. But in reality, we know that that's more harmful than it is helpful. So so many different ways, and that it's really showing up and impacting. And I think we need to go to how we see racism as, like, Ibrahim Zendi defines it, of being anti-racist is knowing that every default thing that we've done is just racist. Like, how things are set up is all racist in that way too as well, and that we will only be truly free from this if we take it from an anti-racist lens and then rebuild structures that center the most marginalized, that are really dissecting what has been done